All right, let's talk about YouTube tags. This tiny element can still play a huge difference in getting your videos discovered, but only if you're using them right. And the problem is, most creators aren't. In this video, I'm gonna show you the most common mistakes you're probably making right now and what to do differently to make YouTube tags work for your channel this year. Getting your videos seen in 2025 is all about making them as discoverable as possible. And while tags aren't the most important element, they're still part of the puzzle that helps YouTube understand, categorize, and recommend your videos to the right audience. Now, the problem is many creators still think that tags work the same way they did back in 2015, but those old ways have become the very mistakes that can seriously hold you back from getting the views and growth you're aiming for on your channel. One of these is spending too much time or stress on tags. There are so many creators who are spending so much time investing in SEO tools, copying tag lists from successful creators, looking for that one magical tag that's going to blow up their YouTube video. But the thing is, YouTube has gotten a lot smarter over the years. Tags are not the deciding factor for your video success. In fact, YouTube themselves say that tags play a minimal role in how your videos get discovered. And like I mentioned, tags are just one small piece of the puzzle that supports the key elements like your title, thumbnail, description, and the actual content, or the things that viewers actually see when they're deciding to click and watch. If you're spending 99% of your time focusing on tags while you're uploading your video, instead of crafting a click-worthy thumbnail or coming up with a banger title, you're putting your energy in the completely wrong spot. Now, I'm not saying all this to say that tags are completely useless. They still help YouTube understand your video's topic and context behind the scenes. And while stressing over them isn't worth it, ignoring them completely or using them the wrong way can hurt your channel too. Like using irrelevant or misleading tags. One of the worst things that you can do is stuff your tags with keywords that have nothing to do with your video. Like adding trending topics, viral phrases, or celebrity names to somehow trick the algorithm. But that strategy doesn't work anymore. In fact, research has shown that there's a weak connection between keyword-heavy tags and higher search rankings. So if you're cramming random high-traffic phrases into your tags, not only is it ineffective, it can negatively impact your video's performance. And that's because YouTube can figure out pretty quickly when your tags don't match your video. So if things don't line up, they take it as a red flag. And if somebody clicks your video expecting one thing and gets something completely different, that's only going to confuse and frustrate them. So they're not going to stick around and watch. They're going to bounce off of your video, go watch something else, and send that signal to YouTube that people aren't interested in your content. Worse, it can damage your credibility and even lead the algorithm to treat your future videos as spammy. Now, if misleading tags confuse the algorithm, neglecting long-tail keywords can make you invisible. This happens when creators only use broad, high-traffic terms in their tags, thinking these will give them the maximum exposure they need, but it actually only makes your videos harder to find. So let's say your video is about making vegan lasagna. A lot of creators would use cooking, food, and recipe for their tags, but millions of videos are already using them. Now compare that to using long-tail tags like vegan lasagna recipe, gluten-free dinner, or how to make vegan lasagna without gluten. These keywords are way more specific, and viewers searching for those exact things will find you. Or let's say you're in the digital marketing space. The tag marketing gets a lot of searches, but it's insanely competitive. But if you go more specific, like using social media marketing tips or digital marketing strategy for beginners, these are the exact phrases people are actually searching for, and they help you reach the audience that's actively looking for your topic. The mistake here isn't that your tags are wrong, it's that they're not specific enough. And when you're not focusing on these long tail keywords, you miss the opportunity to reach viewers who are more likely to watch, engage, and help grow your channel. Now, if you're wondering how to actually maximize these short and long tail tags, don't worry. We will get to that after we cover this one last mistake I see from some creators, which is putting a bunch of tags directly into the description, hoping it will improve their search visibility. But that's not what your description is for. Your description is to help viewers understand what your video is about in a clear, concise, and helpful way. Now, don't get confused with hashtags and regular tags. Hashtags do belong in the description, and YouTube uses those to connect your content with other videos or playlists that share the same hashtag. But regular tags, without the hashtag, should go in the dedicated tag section during upload, not in the description. What you should add to your description box instead are relevant keywords, work naturally as part of sentences so it makes it easy to find and search. Now that we know the mistakes that are being made, how do we actually use tags in 2025? First, be specific and relevant. So let's say we're uploading a video titled How to Grow on YouTube in 2025, even with 0 subscribers. Instead of using vague, overused tags like YouTube, algorithm, or subscribers, we need to build a tag list that tells YouTube exactly what our video is about and who it is for. As you can see, these tags are focused and highly relevant to the actual content we're posting, and uses the search phrases our viewers would realistically search for. But just because you're being specific and relevant doesn't mean that you should avoid broad tags altogether. I think that broad tags work like labels and give a clear idea of what your video's overall category is. So we want to mix broad, specific, and long tail tags to our video. Broad tags help YouTube understand the overall topic of your video, while the more specific and long tail tags pinpoint exactly who you're targeting. This mix gives your video a better shot at showing up in both broad searches and those super targeted queries from viewers who are ready to watch and engage. Now, you've probably heard this one before. Tags can be super useful when it comes to variations or common misspellings. For example, some viewers might type grow on YouTube in 2025, but others might search YouTube growth or even misspell it like YouTube growth. Adding these variations can help catch those searches so your video still shows up even if the viewer types it a little bit differently. Also, don't forget to include your brand or series tag in relevant videos. For example, we can consistently add tags like TubeBuddy or Breakaway Breakdowns for our series, making it easier for YouTube to recommend our other content after a viewer enjoys one of our videos. Now, finally, we want to prioritize quality over quantity. YouTube's limit is around 500 characters, but you don't actually need to fill up every single character in your tag section. What matters is using a handful of well-chosen, relevant tags rather than a long list of unrelated ones. Instead, maximize impact by placing the most important and targeted first, especially your exact target keyword. And boom, now we have our final tags list without overthinking or actually spending too much time on it. Now, after we've done all this, we need to make sure that we pair these tags with a great video, a great topic, a great thumbnail, a great title, because all of those things have way more importance when it comes to getting your video discovered, watched, and you growing your channel. At the end of the day, tags will never save bad content. If you want to speed up the time it takes you to find great tags for your video, I recommend you use the link in the description to download TubeBuddy, and it will give you recommended tags for free. Once you have the extension downloaded, it will show up right here as you upload a new video. Friends, if this video helped you out, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and like button.